Hey everybody, it's Carrie the Paper Monkey. For everybody that's come on just to kind of check me out and that's new here, thank you so much for dropping by. And for all you guys that are coming back, thank y'all so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. We're going to do a little bit of a craft with me today. This is something that I do on occasion. I'll do them in mass make now. I got this idea from Amber at Lyric Lover Crafts. I'm going to find that video and I'm going to link it below. I may have it pop up at the end of this video. All I can tell you about Amber is I love her. Amber is a fabulous teacher. Now, this is not a junk journal project per se, but I love this project. I love to do it and I love to have them on hand as little giveaways. And basically what we're going to do today is we're going to cover these composition style notebooks. I'm going to give you all the information. Okay. I'm going to try to be like a real craft person here and do it right. But again, Amber does a much better job than I can. So go watch her video if you have a minute. And if you don't follow Amber, oh, please go follow her. She's lovely. I love Amber. This is the paper pack that I'm using. I got this a while back, guys. I probably got this back, oh, I don't know, January or February at Joann's. So I've used a lot of it. But this is the paper pack that I'm using. So, but you can use any paper pack you want. I would suggest though using a cardstock weight to cover the notebooks, and because you know you're going to feel the glue, it's got to be something pretty substantial. Here is the first notebook. Now I will tell you, I buy these notebooks, these particular ones, from Walmart. They were 2 in a pack. I haven't bought any in a while, but when the last ones I bought, they were like 2 for $1.50. I don't know if they're that price still. If I can link them, if I can give you the link in my description to the ones that I purchased at Walmart, if YouTube allows that in the description, I will put that link. But like I said, it's been a while since I bought these. The last ones I bought were that price. So they're those. And then the mini notebooks, I bought these at Walmart also. They were 3 for 88 cents at the time. Again, I have not purchased these in a long time. I stocked up on them whenever I first started this craft. So it's been a while. I don't know if they've gone up, but I will link those also. Now, these mini notebooks, I know you can also find them at the Dollar Tree. Okay, they have the same ones. The dimensions are a little bit different. So before we start this craft, I'm just going to tell you that the dimensions that I have on here for these notebooks, they're going to vary. So you can screenshot these if you want, but just know that if you go to do this craft, you will need to take your own measurements, okay? Every one may be different. I don't know. I know the ones, because I've done the ones from the Dollar Tree and I've done the ones from Walmart, and they are slightly different. So basically this notebook is a 5x7, okay? The outside cover and the inside cover, you'll need 2 of each. Whatever you cut, you'll need 2 of each. The outside cover on this one, I measured for 5 1/4 because you want it to be a little bit bigger, okay? You want it to be a little bit bigger than the actual notebook itself because you're going to fold these over, right? So 5 1/4, and then I did 8 inches in length. And again, I did it a little longer. Now, this one's a little hard to see because I don't know if you can see the black. Let me pull the green one so you can see. So I measured the outside cover from that black binding. Okay. I'm not going to cover all the way to the edge. That's very important. You don't need to cover all the way to the edge. You won't ever get it smooth unless you start washi taping. It's going to work out better for you if you just go to the edge and glue it down like that. And then I'll show you how I'm going to cut it and stuff in a minute. But see, that's the difference. And again, Amber's a much better teacher than I am, so she can show you exactly how to do that. But I just used the coordinated paper. So this is my outside, and then on the inside cover, it's going to be smaller. Okay, I needed 4 7/8 to 6 3/4 because on the inside, you don't need it to hang over. all you need for the inside is for it to cover the folds, because you're going to fold over this outside cover, and you're going to need to hide all those folds, okay? Now, what you'll need for this, of course, is the paper. You'll need your bone folder. Where's my bone folder? Let me find it. Got my bone folder. You'll need some glue. Now, you can also use double-sided tape. You can use the tape. When I first started this, Amber did it with the tape, so I used the tape. My preference is the glue because I think it goes faster, but I mean, if you're comfortable with the tape, use the tape, right? And then you'll need a corner rounder, kind of, sort of, for the inside. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I also have a crocodile corner chomper. It does make the corners smoother, but there's a way to do it without, and I'll show you. I will show you that, because you don't have to have it, okay? But it's such a fun, I think it's such a fun project to do. So let me do one real quick so I can show you, okay, how quickly this goes. And again, you know what I say, guys, if the paper monkey can do it, anybody can do it. Let's start with this one. Okay, so don't make the mistakes that I have made in the past where I do it upside down. I cannot tell you how many books that I've done upside down. I do that on occasion. I will do that. So one thing that I've learned to do, though, just as a little tip, and you may have some other tips, you know, comment down below if you have some other tips. But whenever I start, like before I started, I should have marked the top of the notebook like that, so I always know that that's the top. You can remove that as you go along, but that's how I kind of, because listen, you get burned enough by doing things upside down, you learn how to not do that anymore. So I just take my glue, and all I'm going to do, again, I get paranoid, let me double check. So that is right set up, is I'm just going to take, and I do the corners quite a bit. Now, I know this is art glitter glue too, by the way. That's just the glue that I use, right? It's just, you know, just one of, I mean, I can't say it's a preference necessarily. I can just say I really like it because I haven't tried the Barely Arts glue. I did a community post the other day asking people what their preference was, because I think that the difference is the Barely Arts glue may not bubble up as much. Maybe that's what I heard Miss E say. I heard her say something about it. Anyway, I did a poll, and my responders 100% came back and said they prefer art glitter over Barely Arts. So I mean, there's that. So because I didn't want to go out and buy the glue, the Barely Arts, you know, without having an actual user's opinion about it, honestly. So you guys are the best judges, I think, because you use the product, right? So anyway, so we're going to go over here. We're going to do the same thing on the back. You can do this in any order that you want to. There's no, I just do the outsides first. Well, I say you can do it in any order. I probably should have said that. It is best to do the outsides first. What I meant was, it doesn't matter whether you do the front or the back cover first or second. That's not going to matter. Now, I probably need a little bit more glue here. And I've never had any trouble with them coming apart. And like I said, guys, I give these away as gifts. And now that we're coming, you know, I know it's not Christmas. I understand that. But we're coming up, you know, July. You've got Hobby Lobby and all those places out there kind of stocking up, and you're seeing the fall stuff come out. Just makes me feel like I like to keep a stock of these things on hand. So the next thing that we would do is we would take our scissors. Okay, these cuts are important. They help to cut the bulk from the actual. Let me do that down a little bit more. Actually, you don't want all of this bulk in your cover, because you're going to feel it. You're going to see it. So you try to minimize the bulk. So you cut right here at this corner. You're going to cut just an angle right there. And then you're going to do the same thing on this corner. And then what I do, this is how I do it. I just go and I do the same thing here. I don't even know if I'm in screen. I'm sorry, guys. So I go here and I cut this one, and I go here and I cut this one, okay? So there's your cuts. There's your first cuts, I should say, okay? Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut right here on this corner and on this corner. And what you're doing is you're making a flap so you can cover, so you'll be able to cover this little corner, okay? But I also go through, because I don't need all of this, and I just make a cut. To me, it doesn't matter the angle. I am sure there's a much better way and a much cleaner way to do that. I'm just showing you my process, okay? So let's go here, and let's cut here and here. And you know what I say, guys? If it's crooked, it's Carrie's. Okay, now here's where the angles come in. I'm going to stand up so I can watch it while I'm doing this. So you want to cut this angle like this, okay? And it'll make sense, I think, once I start to fold. Again, you're just trying to remove as much bulk as you can, okay? And then I'm going to cut this angle like this, okay? Now, I'm going to cut. Same thing on this side. Just cut you a little angle and an angle. Okay? You should be able to pull those out. All right? We'll go over here and do the same thing here. Do this. How was everybody's weekend, by the way? Did I ask about that already? I'm sorry. Yeah, mine was good. I did my, well, I guess I was going to say typical. I had a hair appointment, you know, got that done, which is not typical. Once every couple of months I go. So I did my hair appointment, and then I ran a couple of errands. I think I said that in another video that I did over the weekend, but I don't like to do errands on Saturdays. I really don't. It's too people-y. You know, I don't know. By the end of the week, I'm kind of peopled out by the end of the week. So my weekends, I like to not be around a whole lot of people. That's my energy is, I like to refresh by just kind of staying in. Okay, got that? All right, so now I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit as I do. I'm trying to make this, I'm sorry, I don't mean to make you guys dizzy. Let me get rid of my little scrappies here. Some of them anyway. Okay, all right. So now what we are going to do is I always start in the corners, okay? So I just put a dot, a little dashy-do on here, and I make sure, I'm going to tell you something really honestly. I had started watching Amber probably in November of last year, and I'd watched enough of this to know, you know, people used a bone folder. I did not really understand that the bone folder eliminated the air pockets and helped the adhesion properties in glue. Like, until she said it. And I was like, oh, that's why it's so important. So now I love the bone folder, right? It's like the best tool ever. You have to have a bone folder. You have to have a bone folder. So now you see what I'm doing? All I'm doing is I'm making my creases. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you figure out a way how to do the scoreboard before you do this, let me know. But I don't think you can do it. I think you've got to score it while you're actually doing, you know, after you have actually put it on the cover itself. Okay, so see, I'm going to bring this up to the camera. You see how this overlaps on that paper? Had you left all of it, it would have made a big a big bump. So that's what I meant about getting rid of some of that paper. You don't want the bulk, okay? So just so you know, that's why we get rid of it. Okay, so, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in camera. I'm so sorry, guys. This whole YouTube thing, I'll get it one day. So then you just take the other side, make your crease, and put your glue down, okay? And then you're gonna run your bone folder again, okay? And here we go. Same thing on the other side. Put a little bit more. I know I never know what is enough and what is not enough glue. I just don't like it seeping out everywhere. I know it dries clear, but you know, I don't know. Weird. I'm weird. So you see what happened here? I didn't cut enough, but it's okay. It's not it's not going to ruin your project. So don't feel like that. Okay, guys? Don't feel like you're going to ruin your project. Okay. Now you can start to kind of see where we're going with the inside cover, right? How we're going to do the inside cover. We're just going to cover that. But before we do that, let me do the other side real quick. Same concept, same process. Let's do the corners. Round them out. Get that adhesion going there. Do my other corner. There we go. I'll have to remember too to zoom you guys back out once I'm done. Let's see. Okay. Can you guys believe that the weekend is almost over? Like it's Sunday afternoon here. I don't know when you guys will be watching the video, but it is Sunday afternoon here. And it's like the weekends, I just blink and they go by. They're done, you know, I guess. But I'm thankful for them. I am thankful for them. I just wish they were a little longer sometimes. Sometimes, every time. Every time, I wish they were a little longer. So you see how I cut that, guys? I did not cut it enough. I can tell. I can tell it's going to be. So if you can grab it and just cut a little bit more of a sliver, you're going to be a little bit better off. That's probably still not enough, but I'm okay with that. I just feel like I probably should have cut it like this much, but you can tell I didn't. It's okay. It's okay. Let's press on here. I'm going to flip this over. Yeah. See, I made it a little better, but see what I'm talking about? Made it a little better, but I still could have cut off a little bit more. Okay. So now, the one other thing, let me zoom you back out. Okay, so I'll tell you, the one other thing that I do, and I think Amber did too, is I just take and round 2 of the corners on the same side of the inside cover, okay? 2 of the corners. So here we go. Here we go, okay? Now, I'll get rid of that. That just kind of gives it a smoother finish on the inside. See what I mean? Okay. So now I glue the cover itself, the inside cover itself. I don't glue on here because I want to, of course, you guys, you guys are probably going, girl, we already knew all this. You know, I'm the who knew girl. I don't, I'm still so amazed by it all. Anyway, let's see. So we will zoom you guys in a little bit. Okay. So we will try and get it straight as possible. It's not going to be machine made straight. So I always try to tell myself that, you know, perfection is wasted. We want to do things right, and I want to make a lovely, lovely craft, but perfection is wasted here. Okay. So, you see how this corner here has a little bit of a gap and a little bit, see what I'm talking about? And so that's why the corner chomper comes in handy. Now the corner chomper, I usually use the 1/2 inch side. This is the bigger round. The 1/4 inch side I will probably use on the little notebook, okay? I may use the 1/2 inch side, just depends. Anyway, we're going to start with the 1/2 inch, okay? I'm going to show you both ways of how to do it if you don't have a corner chomper, okay? So I'm going to go in here and chomp the corner, okay? But you see how it does leave a little bit of a gap there. Now, you can kind of get this same effect if you use your bone folder and you just, in fact, I've got to do it like this, I think. You just kind of go around with it. Let me zoom you in so I can show you like this, because it's easier if you're down, if your bone folder is down on a flat surface like that, and then you just follow the corner around. So let's see. Actually, that's not too bad. See? You can finish. Is that? Let's see. See? So you can do it. What I'm saying is you can do it without the corner chomper. You know, don't feel like you have to go buy this tool to do this project. It's not required. Anyway, so I'm going to sit here and I'm going to finish this. I will speed up this section so that we can move on to the little books. We'll do the little books. Let me zoom you back out a little bit, and we'll finish up this one if I can find. Where is my other paper? Guys, what do I do with it? Here it is. Of course, leave it to me. Okay, let's see. We'll do this. And okay. Okay, guys, let's go on to the little ones next, okay? Let me pull the one that I made specifically for this. Okay, so this is the mini notebook, and again, measurements are going to vary, so remember that, please. This mini notebook measured 3.5 by 4.5. So what I did was, the outside cover, I measured 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. Got 2 of those. Okay, the inside cover measured 3 inches by 4 1/4 inches. Okay, 2 of those. All right, same concept, same exact thing we just did. So I'm going to zoom you in again. I hope I'm not making y'all seasick doing this. Carrie the crafter, I got sick watching her videos. Okay, so again, let me make sure this is the top, but these are not really directional, are they? I guess they kind of are. These are the tops. Okay, all right, got it. So I'm going to put my glue down. Again, remember, you can use that double-sided tape. You are more than welcome to use that. I started out with that double-sided tape, so whatever your preference is or whatever you have on hand is perfectly fine. Okay, then I'm just going to use my bone folder. Not only do I do the outside like that, I always flip it over. That's something Amber did and Amber talked about. I always flip it over and I just make sure and do the inside also. I think it makes it, I really do think it makes a difference, guys. Okay, here's my top, and I want my paper that way. So we will go here, here. There we go. Oop. Oop, look at a little, oh, that's gonna make those pages stick together, I bet. Hold on. We'll fix it in a minute. And I try to get the papers to align at the top and the bottom on the front and the back, but it's not that big a deal, but you do want them as close as possible when you go to cut your corners like we did earlier, and I'll show you again. It just kind of helps with the alignment. It's not a big deal if you don't though. Don't, you know. Okay, so now we're gonna cut this corner, and we're going to cut this corner. Okay, then I'm going to take it just to help guide me. See what I'm talking about? If you line them up, it kind of helps you guide your corners are cut the same. Not a big deal if they're not, though, really and truly. Get rid of that. Okay, so same concept, right? We're going to go in. We're going to try and cut away some of the bulk. Cut here and here, here and here. And then I cut some of that off, okay? Again, I'm going to come over here, cut some of that off, okay? Go to my back page here. Ooh, that came apart. Didn't like that, okay? And cut this. See how it's shaped a little different? Cut that off. Okay. And then here. And here. Cut some of that off. Now let's cut our angles. Okay. We're going to cut here. I know that's a bad angle for you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, and look, I actually cut, you see that? I actually cut the notebook a little bit. It's okay. I think we're going to be okay, though. Okay, and then I'm going to cut that. Oh, Lord, look at that. See? If it's crooked, it's Carrie. Oh, my God, y'all. Crazy. Okay. I think I actually cut too much there. Oh, well. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Cut that. And cut that one. Okay. See? Then we'll go to this side. We'll do the same thing. Cut. Okay. Cut. Got it. And cut. Okay. Makes sense? This one is not cut right. Not cut enough. Let me cut some more off that. Yeah. Okay, I feel better about that. See that little sticky thing right there? That might, it's just gonna bulk out on the corner, so we're gonna round it off. Okay. All right. Get rid of my little peepers here. Okay. Now, let's start folding. Let's start folding. In fact, I'm not crazy about this bulk. Let me just get rid of that. Okay. I'm going to do my corner and my corner. All right. Fold that in and fold that in. You'll get some glue on you too, guys. It's not too bad. It really is not too bad, though. Okay. You want me to zoom you in a little bit more? Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to try to speed through some of this stuff so it's not quite, because I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me glue everything. But I wanted to give you a good idea of just really how simple this is and what an inexpensive, really and truly fun little gift this is. I've given these away at my office. My daughter's office. Oh my gosh, those ladies up there, they love them, right? They really do. Let's do the other side. Okay. And this side. Again, we're just going to fold our little tabs in. Go down with your bone folder. Okay. And then here, with your glue here. Again, make sure you've got that good adhesion there. I might have cut that a little short on the ends. I probably, what was my outside cover on the minis? My outside was 3 1/4. I probably could have went 3 1/2. Really and truly. Yeah, I probably could have went 3 1/2. It's okay though. It's okay. We'll make it work. Okay, now same thing. You're going to take, these are my inside covers for the mini notebooks. I'm just going to do 2 corner rounds on the same side. Okay, since these are not directional, I can do them either way. I need to put some glue. I'm sure this is not entertaining, you guys. I may try to speed through this, so you might hear the squeaky voice. If I decide, I probably will speed through this part. But let's see. I really am. I'm always so amazed at people who do the craft with me. It's like Angela the Crafter. I watch her with such fascination because she's just like, bibbity boobada, boom, it's done. Carol at A Crinkled Path, Meg, Chasing Rain. You know, all my friends, all my wonderful, wonderful friends, they do these crafts and a lot of the new ones too that I watch now. And I'm just like, golly, they got their life together, right? I'm over here. I'm just like, it takes me a little while. Now, let's go ahead and try, instead of I was going to do the corner rounder, the crocodile, but let's just use this. It's just as easy, I think. We go this way. Yeah. I think there's a little bit of a crease, but I don't think it's too bad. And then we can decorate. We can decorate these up. So basically, you have a matching set of just 2 cute. Now, I'm going to go decorate them. I'm going to go pull some things to decorate them, and I will show you the clip here in just a minute of all of these finished. I'll be back, guys. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so when I last left you, my thought process was I was going to take these mini composition notebooks. This is a 5x7 size, and then I have this even smaller size. I was going to take and really test my video editing skills, to be perfectly honest with you, to see if I could like glue one and put one together and just do fast forward mode through that part. But before I did that, I had a thought. I did already cut the paper for this book, but, and this is my last book, so here's a real test. I thought, why don't I take some of my Victorian flower album pages and see if I could cover it with that. So this is what I did. Again, I'll go through the sizes, but remember, the sizes are going to vary, so if you do this, just keep that in mind. You will have to take your own measurements to be sure. It is a simple process, though. So this composition notebook got at Walmart. I'll link those descriptions if it'll allow me. I'll link those product item numbers in the description in my YouTube description here. But 5x7 from Walmart. The outside covers, I needed 2 of them, so I cut them 5 1/4 inches by 8 1/4 inches. Okay, so that I didn't really cut the page length. I'm sorry, I cut the length, but not the height. I did not cut the height. I left the height as it is. Okay, so you're not going to have matchy pages, but that I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to try it. I mean, it's paper, right? So the inside cover, I had to cut both the length and the height, 5 7/8 by 6 7/8. Okay, so now here's where the magic's going to come in. I'm going to let the camera roll. I'm not going to say anything while I try to put this book together, and I'll fast forward as I'm doing this. You know, when I put the video all together, I'm going to fast forward is what I meant to say. Okay, so here we go. Now or never. Okay, guys, here they are, finished products. And really, again, it doesn't take too long, but look how stinking cute these come out. Again, not my original idea. Amber, Lyric Clever Crafts, she's wonderful. If you don't watch her channel, please go check her out. I will link the original video where she teaches you much better than I did exactly how to do this. Again, it's a great mass make project. It's wonderful. Look at this. Now, this opens up a whole world of possibilities, doesn't it? This is not, it's Edith Holden-like pages. This is from the Victorian Flower album, but you could certainly do this with Edith Holden pages. Oops, I think I got a little glue on here. But you could also do it with any book page. As long as the book page is a little substantial, right? You could do it with anything. I just tie ribbon on mine. You don't have to do that. You can embellish however you want or not at all. You know, you could do it. You could put people's initials on here. I've done some for my daughter where I've done that. But just to give you an idea, again, it's, you know, I'm starting to think about the holidays and people and different things, my office environment, things like that. So just wanted to share this with you, do a little bit of a kind of a craft with me. You know, I'm still intimidated by those kind of things. But still, anyway, I got to jump in, right? I got to learn how to do this stuff, and then my video editing skills. So I'm going to basically splice some stuff together. Hopefully it will make sense in the end. Comment down below if you've done this already, if you have some different ideas. I'd love to hear from you guys. You know, I love to chat with you all and kind of get your feedback on this stuff. Thank you so much if you're new to my channel. And if you have hung around this long, I really appreciate you, whether you're new or you're coming back. I really do. I hope that whatever it is you get to do this week, that at least part of it's fun, because I know this is a lot of fun to me. I love to make these. Anyway, let's go have a great week, guys. You guys will chat soon. Bye.